First this morning, some breaking news. As we know, the Labor review to be released later today. I've got some details I can report to you now. First of all, and we'll go through them one by one, there was a first version of this review written by Craig Emerson and Jay Weatherill, but it was rewritten under pressure not to be so harsh on Bill Shorten. The version we will see, I'm told, is not this first version, which was much more scathing on Shorten. We've seen reports today that Shorten and his allies are worried he's going to be scapegoated. Well, I can report to you now that there was a revised version to ensure that he was not seen to be scapegoated, and it won't be as harsh as the first version. The second point, it's absolutely brutal on the campaign. It's described it as ad hoc, that there was no plan written, and that there was no strategic plan to take on Scott Morrison, but nothing written down, no strategic plan, and it seemed ad hoc. So absolutely scathing on the campaign strategy. Also on the advertising, again, absolutely demolishes the Labor advertising, which I guess is understandable, but it goes blow by blow through that, and also how the Labor Party got thumped on the digital campaign, which is going to be very important for future campaigns, but scathing of the ALP on its advertising, critical over the digital campaign as well. The campaign seemed ad hoc, nothing written down, and the version we see today, as I say, there was a first version which was much more brutal on Bill Shorten. That has been amended, as I'm told, so that the document we see this afternoon won't be as harsh. The way it's going to be put together as well, incidentally, will be in terms of a series of findings, recommendations, and a 600-word summary of the whole document, and largely designed for ALP members as well who want to read this. There will be a frequently asked questions segment as well, so that members can go back and look and ask and look at what issues they want to see addressed. But some breaking news for you, as I say, out of that review, understandably scathing on the advertising, which was terrible, on the digital campaign, which they were thumped on, in terms of no strategic plan, nothing written down. They demolished the central campaign on that. But as I say, also interesting that this was revised because they wanted to be sympathetic to the feelings of the former leader. Let's go to Trudy McIntosh, my colleague and political reporter. Trudy, talk us through the logistics of how the review is going to be handed down and responded to.
That's right. So this report is going to be handed to the Labor Party's national executive today. It's then expected that the full report will be put up on the Labor Party website for all to see. There had been some consternation about whether the full thing would be released in the previous months, but that's the commitment, that we will see the full report. From there, the authors of this report, Craig Emerson and Jay Weatherill, they are going to front the media today, answering questions about what you've just reported there, Kieran, why they were forced to rewrite this report and other things that they have made in this recommendations and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see their takeaway today, but we won't be hearing from the Labor leader, Anthony Albanese, saving his comments for tomorrow. He'll be making a big address to the Press Club tomorrow, outlining where things went wrong for the party, but also the way forward, Kieran.